Welcome to the latest in our leadership series. Today, Bank of Middle East is joined by Ahmed Al-Faifi, the SVP and MD for SAP Middle East North. So to begin with, I'd like to talk a little bit about Saudi Arabia's transformation programs and how you see SAP's role within that.
Yeah, thank you very much for hosting me. Saudi transformation started a couple of years ago. So when Prince Mohammed bin Salman took over the overall economy, let us say, responsibility, and then they came with Vision 2030, and then later on with strategies to make this vision happen. And we engaged very early in the stage. In fact, around February 2016, we start engaging with the public sector, the government, to understand exactly what this is all about and how digital can help to realize the outcomes expected. So we've been given opportunity to attend many workshops and many brainstorming sessions, and we've done some POCs. Later on, we presented back to Minister of Planning something we call it POV, which is Point of View from SAP. And later on, we decided, or it was a joint discussion, to have an agreement, which has been signed witnessed by King Salman and Angela Merkel. And out of that, we came with a number of initiatives that we think it is important to be executed from our side to contribute and speed up the digitization process in the country, to enable a number of industries and so on to help with this overall transformation plan. So I think we have a good insights about what is going on there, and we are contributing, and we are looking forward for more contribution.
And I understand SAP recently launched a new digital hub and cloud services platform in Saudi Arabia. Does that fit in part of the overall strategy with Saudi Arabia's transformation program?
Yes. In fact, that we call digital hub. And that is part of the agreement I just mentioned, where we committed to launch a digital hub with 4 components in it. One is SAP products need to be hosted in the country. Second, to localize them, to make them available, respecting the regulation. If we talk about FSI, for example, we have SAMA to regulate, so we need to respect those kind of regulation, and it should be out of the box. So banks doesn't need to go through customization and so on. Same for telco, same for other industries, and this is our commitment. And we consider localization, plus it is speeding up things. It is more protection for the investment. Because if there are more regulations to come down the road, SAP will take the burden of making this development at no cost to anybody. And the third element of this investment or digital hub, we call it co-innovation. So we launched a co-innovation center in Riyadh, whereby we are open to discuss with the public sector government major problems that they think digital can help to resolve. Employment, for example, this kind of mega problem or big concern that important for our economy to diversify and move to the next step. Anything related to SMEs, for example, which is a big discussion to enable SMEs, make them more contributing, something like this. Third element of this investment, we call it enabling the startups and developers in the market to build their own solutions. They have their own IP, but they put them in a proven platform from SAP, so enable them to be part of the overall digitization process of let us say, the Vision 2030. And these all combined, we call Digital Hub. It is live out of Riyadh, and we have a number of customers already now running out of that center.
And speaking specifically about the banking and financial services industry itself, how high do you believe efforts in digital transformation should be on a bank or financial institution's agenda?
Yeah, I think digital is everywhere in all industries. But if we look into certain industries, there are more pressing needs to digitize because of competition, because of cross-border or cross-industry competition. You will see telco making solution for payment or remittances. You will see, for example, retailer, they need more online service, and they need banks to come as a platform for payment things. So there are many challenges which mandate on banks and insurance companies to be more digital. Plus, you need to be more efficient in a competition environment. You need to be very efficient while you satisfy the customers. So it is a competition to keep the best customers loyal and with you. At the same time, you need to be efficient and cost optimized.
And I know we've mentioned a couple of the pressing issues in the technology industry, such as cloud adoption and so on, and you also have issues in payments and so on and so forth. How have you at SAP helped banks address these challenges and address the needs of their customers?
Yeah, we classified in SAP the challenges in banking sector in three categories. Something related to customer engagement, making them enjoying the services with the bank. It is going beyond, the account management and so on. It is going beyond that. The customer need to be provided with tools to manage everything, all trades. If he buy from internet, if he buy from store, wherever, he need this banking account to help him to make all these transactions. Wherever there is a trading opportunity, there should be a bank behind you. So they need this satisfaction. They need to be satisfied with all these services. So there are new products that customer needs. So we classify them, as I said, under customer satisfaction, under operation optimization, because the banks need to be efficient and the processes and internal cost. And third one, under the new products. Because today, if you see, for example, Amazon.com, if you see Souk.com in the region, Middle East, if you see Noon, for example, these are platforms that people would like to interact with. This is a trading platform. And they need to go there with capabilities to pay and get things done on spot for them. So if banks are not integrated with those platforms, it becomes an issue for them. They will go back to different ways to get the service. They might go to PayPal, for example, to get this payment happen, or Apple Pay, or a competitor for a bank. So the banks need to be agile enough to be able to follow, or not to follow, even to be a little bit proactive in their offering to their customers. Otherwise, there is a challenge to have a competition from outside the industry.
Does the banking and finance industry in general in the Middle East need to focus more on partnering with financial technology providers and looking to the future and to digitization, rather than trying to develop these products in-house themselves and deal with digital issues inside the bank?
Yeah, I think there is a global trend when it comes to trading, for example, when it comes to retail side. So this is a global. So you see a lot of online type of offering a retail, which they need banking support. But I think the banks need to continue building their products. They know their customers, but definitely they need a partner, technology partner, because we always come with the best practice. We don't come to sell a piece of software to automate something, but we bring best practice, which is processes that been done somewhere else and in more advanced markets sometimes. So we try to be very late. We do co-innovation with the leader in many industries, including banking sector. So we co-innovate, try to build future solutions. So I think it is a combination of both. Banks need to continue building products and services because they know the customers best, but they need a technology partner to enable and make this happen faster. So if you combine both, I think the banks would be in a position to compete and satisfy the customers.
So regionally, SAP are deeply integrated in the region. I saw that by 2020, SAP might be looking for $1 billion in revenue by 2020. How has SAP looking to partner with governments and the government initiatives and the various visions across the region, and what is SAP's role there within?
Yeah, I think we just covered KSA Vision 2030. We are doing the same in other regions. We have a Vision 2030 also in Kuwait, in Pakistan, and some other countries. So we are trying to be as close as possible from governments so that we understand their vision and their views and what is their strategic plan, 5 years or 10 years plan, and try to bring the digital as enabler for this. One of the major things here is that we believe that in Middle East specific, big growth in digital side is driven by a government strategy. So the change we have seen in the last 5 years is really impacting everybody here. So because government used to look at technology as a side function that will come later, today no. If you look into KSA specific, in Vision 2030, if you see the document, there is a pillar called digitization. So it becomes core in the planning phase, which help a company like us to be able to talk to the business people, to the decision maker people, and then bring the technology at the right time from the beginning. Because you don't need to reinvent the wheel and move with a legacy system or something. You need to bring the technology early enough so that we build the future together. And there are many best practices from other markets that can be a shortcut for many governments in the region here.
And then for the financial services industry, similar question. You know, what is SAP looking to do for the financial services industry in the region, and what do you see the trends are for the financial services industry?
Yeah, in the financial industry, our strategy is mainly driven from the feedback we are getting from banks and other insurance company, other FSI partners. Their major 3 challenges, as I said earlier, how to make the customer happy and satisfied and stay and continue with that particular entity, with that particular bank. So this is a big fight or big competition there. As I said earlier, it's not only between the banks, but between the banks and telco, between the banks and technology provider, Apple, Samsung, and others. So they have a lot of competition, and they would like to keep the customer and making all kind of money, let us say, services with the bank. So this is one. So our strategy to help banks to engage better with customers. So engagement with the customer, this is one. And this is the feedback we are getting, and we are tailoring our resources in the region, bringing the solution we have in this domain to help. The other area of challenge is the internal matters, which is optimization. How to provide this how to provide this kind of service, but with being efficient. You have to be efficient because you have a P&L at the end of the day. You are a business company at the end of the day. So internal, let us say, efficiency in terms of resources, whether it's HR, finance resources, and so many other aspects. And the third element, as I said earlier, how to be agile and fast to put products in the market to compete. How you can interact faster with a new trend in the market. Online, for example, retail becomes something serious now. So the banks need to be connected. They need to be integrated so that people can leverage the existing banking systems and services to make those trading. And if you put it all together, we provide solutions to end-to-end from all angles here. And the fourth element, which is important, is insights of the business. You need to have insights. You have to make a system that supports decisions within the bank so that they can make a decision faster and more accurate. And that is the analytics which come on top and provide you with big data, the right analysis, which you will build your next and predict your next move as a bank or next type of products for your own customers. So it is customer, operation, and the new products.
So you mentioned it there briefly as well. I'd just like to get your thoughts on this. In the face of products such as Apple Pay and Google Pay, Samsung Pay, and Alipay, can the banking and finance industry continue to compete with those products? Are they able to be agile enough? And what do you think SAP can do to help in that regard?
Yeah, I think there are so many other payment mechanisms, but the bank remains the source here. The bank still hosts the account for the customers. And if the customer has a mechanism to pay wherever he goes, whether it is a hotel or online retail things or paying for services, and he's still able to do it, I think the bank is still in a strong position. Mm-hmm. If we see it on the KC perspective, we have seen, for example, as I mentioned, probably earlier, we see STC Pay. It is a telco. They are coming with STC Pay. It's a new service which they are promoting now. But also there is a Meta Pay, which is coming from the banking sector, which is a competition here. So I think competition will be there. but the one who's more agile, able to provide more services, he's going to have the market share, major market share. But definitely the competition is open now because technology enables everybody to go cross-border or cross-industry and able to offer something in other industry.
And speaking as we are on the sidelines of GITEX 2018 here, why don't you talk a little bit about what SAP is showing here at GITEX and what we can expect from the company in the near future?
Yeah, in GITEX we have many showcases, and we are trying to help customers in different industries to reimagine their future or their next step. Because if you are able to look at it next year, the year after, and you are able to envision that, you are in a good position to start the investment and to expand your business and also predict the competition as well. So we have showcases in multiple industries. In automotive industry, we have something called Smart Car, which we show you how to utilize resources of a car from different angles. It can be a passenger car, it can be a transportation car, it can be so many other things. It is the same car. And in all environment or use cases, it is doing it at the best. So you enjoy it if you are a driver, or if you are just a passenger, you enjoyed it. When it is a logistical car, because it is integrated with all ecosystem, with inventory, with lighting system, with traffic system. So we are showing how technology can enable the resources to be utilized better. We are also showing how to leverage a new technology like artificial intelligence, blockchain, and machine learning in different industry and different applications. So together with our partners, we have demonstrated too many showcases, too many scenarios, and we are promoting this to customers to upgrade their business applications to the next level. So GITEX is a very exciting event this year as the previous year as well, and there are more interest in the new cases. Customers now is more mature to look into new cases that will help their business. So they are looking ahead and trying to explore how technology can help. And the other area that we are trying to demonstrate this year is the cloud, and how to leverage the cloud, especially for mid-sized companies, small companies, how the cost optimization for them is going to impact them, and they can adopt latest technology with an affordable, let us say, investment range. So that is something we are also demonstrating here. And the third area, we are demonstrating to our customer our capabilities in the region, how we are able to help small customer, medium and large customers to adopt this technology. Because sometimes you like it, but it might be a bit of challenge to make the organization accepting all this amount of technology and digesting this kind of technology. So we have a number of sessions and methodology we are trying to discuss with our customer to help the adoption of technologies. Overall, the region is growing very good, and it is among the best region for SAP when it comes to the growth.
Mr. Al-Faifi, thank you very much for your time. And that concludes our latest edition of our leadership series.
Thank you very much. Thank you.